My name is Benjamin Motoc, and I graduated from public-private, the bachelor program, in 2020. My project is called Growth, and it's a production process that allowed me to produce pieces that are different from each other slightly in texture and shape when they actually come from the same mold. It was really important for me to have this production line that can produce different objects coming from the same mold, because nowadays when you observe objects that surround us, they're usually really identical and coming from the industry. And I think that handicap the relationship that we can have with our objects, with our surroundings. So I wanted to propose a project that would allow the people that own this object to have their own one day's unique. My time after graduation was actually pretty good, I have to say. I kept myself busy. I tried to settle my own workspace and to stay in connection with the creative field. So I moved to Rotterdam, and then with friends I started to initiate some new exciting projects. For now, I'm working with new materials. I'm trying to expand my portfolio and not stick to the materials I already worked with. I'm trying to meet with new craftsmen that work with materials that I don't know yet, and have a fresh eye on this materials, and try to see how I want, with my own perception, work with them and bring them to less conventional use or objects. Well, the biggest challenge is not that different from the other years, I think, even though we had the COVID situation. I think as a graduate, the difficult part is to convince yourself that you should not be reinventing the wheel, and that you should pursue your ideas and bring them to a nice level of finish, and let go of some pressure. I think it has to do with honoring your 4 years of hard work in school. That was the difficult part of it. On a more pragmatic way, I think it's to find a workspace to actually produce the project that you want to do, because COVID happened, and a lot of workspaces closed, a lot of shops closed, and that was difficult to go around that and find your own way to work with what you wanted to work at the end.
Or just after or just before, around that time?
I think my biggest achievement was to actually graduate. That was not easy, but I think it was to actually come up with something that was exciting for me first, and I could let go of trying to please the evaluation criteria of the institution. Even though I made it at the end, I could be happy with myself and with what I did so far. So that's for me personally a big achievement. I think my dream for the future is to have the capacity, in a realistic way, to be able to finance my own research. And I think that the dream would be to find a gallery or a machine or people that believe in what I do and want to be a part of the journey and kind of support me in this journey of creating more things. I also want to travel. I want to meet other people and to show my work around the world and just, meet other artists, actually. If I win the Kazerne Design Award, I would definitely take a big part of the reward and inject it in a new work, obviously. Not a real original answer, but I think that would help a lot. I would feel more free to actually engage with more risky materials and techniques I'm thinking about glass, for example, glass blowing. I know it requires quite some investment, some time, and I think that would be the first thing I would do. Yes, produce more, and then maybe come back here to show that to Kazerne again.